What's up YouTube? John, JDS Outdoors, welcome back. Today we're going to be installing airbags. Airbags in the f-350. The 2021 f-350 Lariat Tremor, to be exact. And the reason for installing these airbags, because of that big behemoth back there. You might have saw the last video where I did a little tour on that. But that thing's got a pretty heavy hitch weight. It squats the truck a little bit. Well, it makes it look squatted because the truck's got a leveling kit. So anytime you put weight in the back, it sits like we're in, the Carolinas, and that's a no-no. That is a no-no. We don't want no squat. So we're going to install a set of Airlift 5000 load lifter airbags. Now, these do not increase your towing capabilities. All these are for is increasing your stability. There's a big difference. People think that, oh, I put 5,000 pound airbags in my truck, I can now carry 5,000 pounds more weight. That is simply incorrect. All these do is stabilize your load and level your truck. That is all they are for. But let's bring these over to the truck. It's sitting over in the barn over there, and lay out the package and start getting them put in. I do gotta say, I sure like having this golf cart for getting back and forth places. Makes my hate of walking so much more enjoyable. Getting back and forth from places. So first we're going to get started by removing the jounce bumper on both sides. Then we're going to remove the clips, both front and rear, so we can go ahead and install the new clips that comes with the kit shown here. Once we get both clips installed, we can go ahead and install the upper mount bracket, making sure that you install all 4 bolts prior to doing this step. If you do not install the bolts first, you will not be able to get them in and you will have to remove it. Go ahead and snug this part down. Now it's time to go ahead and assemble the bags. Starting with one of the upper cups, install that, and then install your air fitting. Once you get your air fitting installed, you can install the upper lower bracket and snug this tight as well. Go ahead and flip the bag over and install the lower bracket, making sure that you put both of the long carriage bolts on prior to this step. Then install the 2 supplied bolts and snug those down. Once those are snugged down, you can install the axle cup, making sure to install the nut and bolt supplied in the kit, but leave this loose for the time being. Once you get the passenger side one built, go ahead and build the driver's side. Make sure you build a left and a right. It's pretty easy to not mess this step up. Once you get them both built, time to go back under the truck and install the bags. Make sure when you do this step, you're very careful of the brake lines, and one of the long carriage bolts goes on either side of the axle. Once this is accomplished, go ahead and install the lower axle cup, install the nuts, then install the U-bolt that goes around the lift blocks on the back of the axle, and install the nuts for those. Once you get everything finger tight in there, you can go ahead and start to snug everything down. Make sure you alternate sides so you're not pulling one direction too hard, and it installs nice and evenly. Don't forget to snug up the upper axle cup, making sure that everything, when it's tight, misses the brake line and does not squeeze it. Once everything's snugged down, you can go ahead and install the supplied heat shield on the exhaust. Once that's done, you can go ahead and lay out where you want your airlines to go. I am installing mine where my license plate goes, and I like to drill my holes just slightly above the factory ones in case I decide to ever add an onboard air pump, and I can reuse the factory holes. After you get both lines put in, go ahead and put your license plate back on and your nuts. Next step is to run the air lines. You want to keep it tight to the frame, utilizing any wire paths that you may have, and use the supplied zip strips to secure your air lines. Once they're all ran back to the bag, cut it nice and clean and install into the bag. Since I don't have onboard air, I'm going to use this DeWalt handheld air pump and test out to make sure I don't have any leaks in my connections. This whole install took approximately an hour, and it is very easy to do on a DIY level, being that it's all bolt on. No holes to drill, no welding to do. It is a very easy kit to install yourself and save yourself some money. Now it's back out of the garage. It's really that easy. Take a closer look from up here. You can see the bag sitting there nice and tight. Should definitely help to keep this load level when it's towing the camper. As always, thank you for watching JDS Outdoors, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.